when I invited Carl, I said it's kind of like talk radio, except this isn't live, right? But the format is we just talk.
Okay.
So a podcast is something that it gets recorded, and then it goes out over the internet to different places that people can just listen when they want.
Okay.
They just listen to the episode when they want, and we have a pile of episodes.
Okay.
All kinds of conversations.
So be careful what you say.
Well, no more than in everyday life.
It's recorded forever, Carl. You beware.
I'm not worried.
I'm kidding.
I'm not worried.
Okay.
And there's a lot of ways in which I'm not worried. I don't have a strong agenda. I don't have a script. Instead, I just think invite the right people. Right? And
that's a compliment.
Yeah. Well, I would like to compliment you.
When I told him about it, he goes, "Uh-oh, why?"
Well, I've got some ways to make that happen.
Okay.
Right? We're going to figure it out. So, how about we get some introductions around the table for all the people who are listening to this. Let's hear who's here. Roll call. I'm Jason Jaspersen. I'm the host of Whistle the Feast. Today I'm joined by co-host
Claire Marcus, and I don't like introducing myself, so I'm just also a person around.
Yeah, that's a little known fact about Claire Marcus. Who else is here?
I'm Ingrid Bloedel. Yeah.
And I'm Carl Bloedel.
They have the same last name, folks. Mm-hmm. So what's the relationship?
This is my grandpa. Yeah.
All right. Good. Carl Bloedel, I think the first time I really have you in my memory is, it's maybe 10 years ago now, when I was teaching at MVL, and you were substitute teaching. You would arrive at MVL.
Oh, I don't remember that.
So the thing I remember about you, you would step into different classrooms mm-hmm. and do what's needed, mm-hmm. Different subject matters, but you would bring this suitcase.
I'm sorry?
You brought a suitcase.
I did.
A briefcase.
Okay. With
puzzles.
Oh, sure. Oh, of course.
Yeah, the puzzles.
I'm known as the Puzzle Man.
The Puzzle Man. Now, this is an audio medium.
Like jigsaw puzzles?
Yeah. Could you describe what
kind of puzzles?
What I saw, or what's in the box?
The puzzles are all geometric.
So like.
And they're made of wood. So 7 pieces could be put together that would form a cube. Mm-hmm. That type of puzzle.
Okay.
You should come over sometime.
I should, yeah.
Yes.
or Grandpa, a lot of them are like, you have to try and get something loose. Like if they're connected, you have to try and get them connected.
I have a few of those too, yeah.
Yeah.
So why would you do that? Why would you bring that to a substitute teaching day?
Oh, that's always a good question.
Thank you.
Because when you substitute teach, there are always some kids who get done with their work much earlier than anybody else. So what do? They generally get themselves into some kind of difficulty, either talking with another person or something. So I just said, when you're done with this, pick a puzzle or read a book. And that took care of that.
Mm-hmm. So you could step into any classroom, right, and kind of be ready with that approach.
Yes. Yep.
Ingrid, were you ever at MVL when Grandpa Carl was substitute teaching?
No, I actually did not even know he substituted at MVL.
Really? It sounds like Carl didn't know either.
It's been a long time since MVL.
It's been a long time?
Yeah.
It feels like it's been a long time for me, too, since MVL.
Yeah.
He did when I went to grade school at Mount Olive. but I was never in the class that he substituted. But I remember you were out at recess and you brought your little helicopter game.
Okay.
Which it's like a foam ball on a big long string, and he'd just spin it around in circles, and you'd have to everyone would jump over it. And then if your leg got caught in the string, then you're out. And everyone loved it.
What did we call that?
Helicopter.
The helicopter game. Yeah.
That was one of my favorite things. Like anytime you and Grandma would come to our house and you do it in the in the side street.
Yeah.
I loved that.
That's a nice memory.
Yeah.
So he just swings it around?
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you dizzy, Carl?
Pardon?
Do you have to stop ever when you get dizzy?
You don't get dizzy if you spin it right.
Really?
Like this.
Oh, like around your... Oh, I understand.
It's a ball on a string or a rope, and you go around, and of course you can put the rope behind you instead of...
So he's making gestures right now. He's making gestures. He's moving his hands behind his back and handing off. We have to be aware of the people who aren't in the room.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, okay, so Carl, you were a substitute teacher. That's how I got to know you, but you were a teacher.
Many years.
How many years?
35, 40, something like that.
Ballpark. And where at?
I started Peace Lutheran in Fort Wayne, Indiana, a long time ago.
And you were, like, what, 20 when you started?
Actually, yeah, it was the second year in college, and they needed somebody over there, and they asked me to do it. And I said, okay.
Okay, so pause. I want to hear the story of Carl's teaching career, but I just want to note, Ingrid, are you older than he was?
Yes.
Okay. Just good to know.
And I'm amazed when you say
probably,
that.
Yeah. Well.
And you started the school, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, and I was going to check that because you said I started Peace, right? And I just wanted to explore. So it's not that you started at Peace. You started that school?
I was the first teacher. Yeah.
You were the first
at 20?
teacher?
As
a sophomore, you
had
just graduated or you just finished your sophomore year?
I think so. Yeah.
19 then.
I think so.
Okay.
I know.
And the interesting thing I remember of that is that our room was down the basement of the church because the church was being built. It was sort of new. And the kids would eat their lunch and throw the refuse in the wastebasket. But every morning there'd be mice in the wastebasket.
So it's like a biology project.
Yeah.
Wait, did you go back to school, like to learn, like to be a teacher? Or you just from 20, like you've been doing it?
I went back after 1 year. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
The emergency call type of thing.
And just to be clear, where were you a college student?
Concordia Teachers College, River Forest, Illinois.
Okay. And Peace was in Indiana?
Yeah, Fort Wayne.
Okay. So you spent 1 year there, went back to college. Were you able to finish uninterrupted?
I finished it.
Okay.
Got called back to Peace.
Same school?
Same school.
Okay. And then?
Oh, goodness, this is ancient history.
Well, how long were you at Peace? That's a great sentence.
I've been at Peace quite a while.
Okay. I'm glad to hear it.
Let's see. How would that be? I taught 3rd and 4th grade at that time because they had a new principal and the school was going really well. I was also choir director at that time. Ask me some questions.
What was the next thing? Where'd you go after Peace?
Well, back to school
Right.
To graduate. And then I was called back to Peace. Okay. Where did that go? Well, I got married in there sometime.
Right.
And then, boy, I'm pulling a blank. I'll probably think of it later.
Yeah.
Well, how about let's talk about your first place. You got married and you had to have a place to stay.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that place?
It was a rather old house right across the tracks from a big GE plant that was always humming in Fort Wayne.
And what year is this?
Oh, goodness, you guys.
Ballpark.
I'm pulling a blank. I'll get to it, though.
Okay. Okay. Your wife's name?
Ardell.
Ardell.
And we met on a bus.
What's that story?
Well, I was put in charge of getting the students. This was at Concordia. It was a tour day, and I was put in charge of getting the kids on the bus, and I had a list.
Wait, tour day. Who's touring?
The whole school toured different places, and our bus was going to Starved Rock Park.
So the college is going on a field trip.
Yes, the whole college
and
is.
You're in charge of the bus.
Yeah, of that one bus.
Okay.
Other buses went other places.
Oh, okay.
Like to the steel mills and things of that nature.
Okay.
So
Ardell somewhere is in this mix.
I got everybody on the bus, and so I climbed on the bus, and there was only one seat left. And it was right next to Ardell. And so we spent the whole afternoon together practically, and getting really quite well acquainted.
So that was the first time you had talked?
Pardon?
That was the first time you had spoken with Ardell?
Yeah, first time we met.
How long did it take to get married?
To what?
To get married?
Well, I finished my degree, and she finished her. Now let's see, how was that? You should have told me you were going to do this. I would have reviewed.
No, we don't mind hearing somebody think. We don't mind that. Don't worry about it.
Okay, let's see.
And maybe I shouldn't be asking the number questions.
That's okay. Anyhow, we met, and Ardell taught two years at Wisconsin Rapids, which was her hometown. Then she accepted a call to Fort Wayne also at a different school than from mine, and also taught 2 more years.
And so you ended up in proximity.
Yes.
You ended up close enough to...
Well, we got married the summer before she accepted the call to Fort Wayne. So we were married when we went there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know she was in Wisconsin for 2 years before that.
Yeah, she taught 2 years in Wisconsin Rapids.
Wow. How far away are those? How far away is that from Fort Wayne?
Well, let's see. Wisconsin Rapids would be at least probably 100 miles from Chicago, and another 80 miles to Fort Wayne.
So you guys had a bit of a distance then for a few years?
No.
Oh.
No, we didn't. We were together right away.
Okay.
So,
Carl, where did you spend the longest time teaching?
Oh, I'm again pulling a blank. Let's see, how long was I at Peace? During the 40s and during the 50s, there's a lot of uproar in the church.
Mm-hmm.
And people left the Missouri Synod at that time and formed not other denominations, but other groups, other Lutheran groups. And where was I at that time? I'll have to come back to that question.
You know,
I think.
I imagine that was a very difficult time.
It was. It was, because it disrupted families. and everything like that.
My grandfather was a Missouri Synod vicar in Japan.
Oh.
And then came back to finish, right? And then, just very similar to you, got called back to the same field. And there are stories that he had courted and married this woman, my grandmother, for several years. Finally her family allowed it. And he had this young family, and then the synods were splitting. And they were saying, you have to come back. We're not supporting a missionary out there. And this is all this splintering and falling apart. And he's saying, no, I have a family. And this church needs me. Right? So he switched synods.
And he stayed there.
He stayed there, but he became a Wisconsin Synod.
Oh, really?
Sponsored missionary.
Okay.
Right? So I have, a little personal familiarity there with that time, and I've contemplated it a little bit. It's really hard to put yourself in that moment if you're imagining it, but it sounds a little bit like, like a civil war.
Yeah. Well, it was quite intense because even Dr. Kretzmann, P.E. Kretzmann, the writer of the commentaries, left Missouri Synod also. And that took some doing. Yeah.
And did you feel any personal effects, or is there, do you have memories of how that hit home?
No evil memories, no. Things went rather smoothly.
For you and your family?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So you grew up Missouri Synod?
Oh, yeah. My dad was a Missouri Synod pastor in a little town in northern Indiana called Hamlet, which it was.
Yeah, you were telling me about Hamlet when we were at Mongolian Grill.
Yeah, okay.
Not long ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Piling our bowls high.
Yeah.
Do any of this is a loaded question. Do any of the schools that you served at stand out to you as home? Like your heart is in that ministry?
Oh, they all sort of seem to be the same value, really.
Well, that's a safe answer.
What?
That's a safe answer.
Safe
answer.
Yeah. In different ways. Peace was important because it was my first school. And I was the first teacher, so that became rather important. After that, I accepted a call to Minneapolis, but that was after the split of the Missouri Synod. And the Synod was, boy, I should have reviewed this before I came. Anyhow, I can't think of it. But they started a church in Minneapolis and also a school. And so they called me, and I accepted. That's how we got to Minneapolis.
And did you live in that blue house then that whole time?
The blue house?
It was blue with your brick driveway?
Oh, that was my home. That was when I was a kid.
What?
The brick drive was where my parents lived and I lived.
In the cities?
In Brooklyn Center, yeah, a suburb of the cities.
So you moved back to that house?
No. I don't know.
Okay, we're thinking of different things.
I don't know where we're
going.
The
house that you lived in when I was little.
Probably Brooklyn Center.
So did you live there like right when you moved to the cities? Or did you have a few? Just because that's the house that I always knew you to live in.
Sure. And that beautiful brick drive.
Yeah.
And I got the bricks out of Camden Bridge because they were going to pave the bridge. And so I hauled the bricks, and that was my drive.
Really?
You made it?
What?
Like you built the driveway?
The driveway.
No way. That's crazy.
Hundreds of bricks. In
That
fact,
sounds heavy.
my patio where I live has some of those bricks.
Wow.
Let's go back to things that Ingrid remembers.
What was that?
Things that Ingrid remembers.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So Ingrid, tell me your memories of your Grandpa Carl.
Well, I guess while we're on the topic of his house, I remember every time when they lived in Brooklyn Center. He lives in Mankato now, but that doesn't matter. When we were little, we'd always go to visit them. And they always had my dad's old toys in the basement. And that you guys had those little people. Mm-hmm. And it came with the schoolhouse. And you had the airport and a boat and the house. And so the girls and I would always go down there and play with the little people. And I always remember looking forward to playing with your little people in the basement.
I still have those. By the way.
Yeah.
So those were Pete's toys.
Pardon?
Those were Pete's toys?
I think they were.
They probably were, or one of the earlier kids.
Mm-hmm.
Pete's our youngest.
I think I remember on some of the toys, like written in pen was Pete, but with his little kid handwriting.
It's like Toy Story, like Andy.
I would maybe a bit surprised.
Funny. Thank you. Guys also had this cookie jar, but it was a lion, and anytime you would open the mouth of the lion, it would say, "Get your hands out of my cookie jar."
You remember some good stuff.
I will have that playing in my head all the time. Like, I will never forget that.
Oh, yeah.
That makes me think of the chocolate chip cookies I've recently had from Claire.
Ooh.
Turns out Claire makes exactly my grandma's chocolate chip cookies.
What?
No way.
Chocolate chip ones, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're big.
Yeah, that's not a me thing. So I have been volunteering for the YMCA Big Brother Big Sister program, and the kid I get matched with loves to bake. Every time I pick her up to hang out, she's like, "Can we bake today?" We baked last week, but yeah, of course we'll bake. So we get the chocolate chips or whatever we need, and we bake in my house. And she just, like, we get the batter made. She throws her hand in there. She just grabs like a handful, and it's like, we can't make cookies this big. But I just let her take the lead. I was like, okay, because I realized that, like,
so it's thanks to her.
Right. It's thanks to her that they're that big. And and because of the multiple iterations of having to make these cookies every single weekend, I've perfected the recipe. Well, kind of, not really. Sometimes I burn them, but I'm trying to figure out the right timing. And also Connie, Carl's friend Connie.
Okay.
She has been very insightful in my cookie making too, because one time she just said, "This is how I do mine," and so I've been trying to do that too.
Which Connie is this?
The Connie that picks you up for Bible study.
You Connie
pick her
Long.
up.
Connie Long. Okay.
She makes the best cookies in the world.
Yeah.
Okay. And Connie's are smaller, but mine aren't quite there yet.
I'd like to be the judge of that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always good to be the judge of cookies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been figuring that one out. It's pretty fun. Yeah.
Well, now I need to try one of your cookies.
Yeah, I guess I have to make more.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, I like a big cookie. Because if you eat like 3 little cookies, you feel bad that you just ate 3 cookies. But if you get a big cookie, I only ate one
it's the perfect amount.
And homemade cookies are so much better than store-bought.
They are.
Except for the Hy-Vee ones are pretty good.
But they're not supposed to be.
No.
You know, like the homemade is always supposed to trump.
It's always better.
Yeah.
But if you're going to get store-bought ones, you have to go to Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
Intriguing.
Paid sponsor.
Yeah.
We got a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, I'm navigating my my notes here. What about daily life? Let's switch. Instead of trying to remember the 1950s, let's switch to today.
My daily life today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's for breakfast?
What's for breakfast?
Yeah, what do you eat for breakfast?
It varies, but generally it's just breakfast cereal.
What kind?
Generally, there's a raisin bran.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah. 2%?
What?
2% milk?
Yes, always.
Always.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't Shar have you over for breakfast on Wednesdays?
Well, Wednesdays he goes to Hy-Vee.
On Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We have breakfast. We have a Bible class on Wednesday morning at Mount Olive.
Ah.
And after the Bible class, we all go to Hy-Vee for breakfast. So that's how that works.
That's fun.
Yeah.
They cook a pretty good breakfast over there.
Mm-hmm. They do.
Never had it.
Yeah.
I guess Hy-Vee just has all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Let's get this on the record. Carl, how old are you?
97.
97. Do you feel 97?
I have to pinch myself and say, you're 97, so watch out.
What does that mean?
Well, be careful. You're not young anymore.
Like watch your step.
Yeah, because my daughter lives next door, and she said, boy, Dad, if you break a bone, it'd take a long time to heal. And it would.
Yeah.
So.
I was talking with my wife's grandpa once. It was his 80-something birthday. And I asked him, what's it like? Mm-hmm. You know, because I'm not there. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, I look out the window, I look around, and like trees have leaves and they blow in the wind just like they always have, and
that's right.
Sky's blue. It's just everything's kind of the same until I look in the mirror.
Yeah.
And I wonder who's that old guy?
Yeah. I don't dwell on my age much at all. I'll take anybody on in ping pong and probably beat them.
You probably will.
Ooh.
You're legendary.
He beats everyone in croquet.
Yeah.
Oh, croquet is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, okay, so you're 97. At what age did you retire, if that even happened?
62, I believe it was.
Okay. So I'm going to count on my fingers. 72, 82, 92. Mm-hmm. That's 30.
Some years.
30-some. 35.
Yep.
I think I'm doing that right.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Don't ask me.
You've been retired for longer than these people have been alive.
That's true.
And I think that perspective is really hard.
Right.
For a 20-year-old.
Well, there's still, like, what? How many years ahead of us before we're 35? 14? That's over half of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we haven't even, like, started to get to that point of, like, I don't have a career to even retire from.
You know, Carl, a lot of times I try to put students together with adults in this room and have conversations. And a lot of times we come up with, or we come to this idea of young people kind of being afraid of their future. They don't know what's out there. They don't know what they're going to do.
That's always something to pray about and leave it in the Lord's hands. And He'll bless you. I guess I always wanted to be a teacher. So I ended up going to Teachers College. And I still enjoy teaching. But, yeah. So I chose the right profession for myself.
Regarding prayer, could you describe your spiritual life? Do you have a habit?
Well, I guess it's sort of normal. I wake up in the morning and say a morning prayer. before I probably get out of bed. And sometime during the morning, I read my devotions that I have and pray anything else that comes up into my future or into my daily life. Earlier in my life, I directed choir in church for many years, played organ for quite a few years. So music was an important part of my life always. I love to sing. I guess that's about it.
You still sing?
What?
You still sing?
Oh, yeah.
Part of the church choir?
I'm in the church choir. And I sing at home. I'd sing a solo anytime anybody would ask.
Well, you read my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, my voice is pretty decent yet. Yeah.
You want to let something rip right now?
He wants you to sing.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. That's enough.
That's beautiful.
I think we might get you later. I'd like to record you singing.
Clearly, your spiritual life is important, and teaching is important to you. And how many kids did you have?
5.
5 kids, okay. Now, from what I can see, you've cultivated this culture and joy of, like, just these people that are incredibly raw and refreshing to witness. Do you have anything to say about that? Like, it's just like this, like, love and fervor, and like, I don't know what I'm saying, but like, Carl, how many Bible studies? You said devotions. Like, how many? Like, I'm just in awe of you and the family that you've made, I guess, and I want to know about what's first, what's valued, what makes that survive.
Well, Christian life is first and foremost.
Right.
As I said, my dad was a pastor, and boy, no wrong words came out of our mouths. If they did, we were severely punished. But I still feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't tend to slander people. I don't use curse words. And it's just normal for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that I grew up with that. We didn't allow that. My folks didn't allow that at home, and so that's the way it was.
Part of Claire's question is, how did you make such a great family?
Yeah.
Oh, it was easy. They're all good kids. Yeah. My oldest daughter lives next door to me, and she was a teacher also. Barbara lives in town, and she was a teacher also.
She was?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I think so.
I never knew
sure.
that.
Yeah.
She ran a daycare when I was little.
Yeah.
That I would go to sometimes.
Yeah.
That's all I've
Boy,
known
it
her
seems
to
to
do.
me, I think she taught. I'll have to find that out. My memory's going.
Yeah.
Carl came next, and he's a carpenter. A very good carpenter, by the way. Mm-hmm. And then who's next?
Sarah.
Sarah. And then Pete. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of our listeners know Pete.
Oh, yes, they do.
Right? Professor Bloedel. Yeah. So this would be a really great time to get some embarrassing stories about about young Peter.
I really don't have any that I can think
how
of
about
right
just
away.
some stories, right? Young Peter.
Young Peter.
Young Peter. You think about that.
All right, I'll mull that over a little bit.
Okay, well, let your brain process that. What about another thing I know about you is woodworking.
Yes.
I've seen furniture that you've made, complete bedroom set, a lot of just beautiful oak.
Pete and Sarah have that.
Yeah. Where did that come from? How did you start woodworking?
My dad, as a pastor, enjoyed woodworking. And I guess I just picked it up from that.
So you would help?
And I enjoy making things.
Did he have a shop?
We had a rough shop in the garage, yeah. Tools weren't very expensive, but they were there. Yeah.
And did he work from patterns or did he make stuff up?
You're asking me a question I don't know the answer.
Do you work from patterns or do you make stuff up
I usually work from patterns.
that somebody else makes?
Chances are, or I'll make a pattern before I do anything.
Think it through ahead of time.
Yeah.
Do you still do woodworking?
Oh, yeah. It's fun.
So you have a shop.
Oh, yeah. I have a table saw, a band saw, a radial arm saw, a drill press. I think that's it.
Wow.
In your garage?
In the garage.
Okay.
Takes up half the garage.
And you have to move the car out to...
No.
To
Well,
work?
I move the car out so it doesn't get dusty when I'm doing work. But
Okay.
no, I don't have to.
Really? You have enough space
I have enough space.
if the car is in there?
He's got a big garage.
It's
okay.
It's a 2-car garage and
Nice.
big.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heated?
Yes. 55 degrees.
Yeah. Okay. And I have a studio too. I keep it around 55 or
Yeah.
maybe 60 if I'm
Yeah.
feeling luxurious.
Or if it's really cold out.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. You've been delivering some scroll saw items that we've hung up in the YFAC.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Those symbols.
Yeah.
Okay.
So listeners who are familiar with the YFAC, you can go up into the second floor, and think across from the elevator. There's a pillar that has wooden Christian symbols
Yes.
with explanations, all made
I think
by
you
Carl.
wrote the explanations, didn't you?
No, I did not.
Did
Maybe Don did. Don Molstead had them for a while before
Maybe he did.
he kind of passed them on
But
to
I
me.
don't think I did.
Well, so you can sample some of Carl's work there. We show it proudly.
Pardon?
We show your work proudly in the
Yeah.
YFAC.
I like that.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's nice.
Any other hobbies? Is woodworking a hobby?
Yeah, woodworking's a hobby, yeah. Of course, I play the piano and I sing. Those are hobbies also.
You have a piano at home?
Oh, yeah. My wife was a much better pianist than I. And organist also.
So you practice at home?
Yeah, I play at home. Mm-hmm.
Play and sing?
Yeah. I wish I'd do more, but I do some.
So I'm thinking about students, and they're often talking about how busy they are, and they are.
Mm-hmm.
Their days are packed. So much is expected of them. I wonder how, for 35 years, you spend a day as a retired guy. Like the contrast. This happened with my grandpa again. He was sick and kind of in a home, and I went to visit him. I sang for him.
Good.
In his bedroom.
How is he now?
Well, he's died years ago.
Oh, did he really?
Years ago. But it occurred to me that at that point in my life, in my late 30s, I was so busy. So many people needed me, and I needed to be in so many places. And at that point in his life, he was so not busy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a different season
was his
of his
profession?
life. He was a missionary.
Oh,
He was a pastor in Japan.
okay. That's right.
That
you
was
said
his whole career, right?
Okay.
He began that way, and he spent 40 years doing that.
Yeah.
Practically building a synod. So busy, always writing, always corresponding, always working with people, and translating into Japanese and back and forth. So busy at a certain point in his life when he had been my age, when he had been middle age, and there he was, not busy, and it's like both of us kind of wanted a little bit of what the other one had at that moment. Mm-hmm. So,
sure.
I'm just saying that out loud because I think it's good for people who are very busy to hear, and it's good for people who are not very busy to hear. I don't know.
Yeah. My dad was too. He'd generally be in his study working on a sermon, and we had 2 congregations, so he would travel to another one. I think it was every other Sunday. So, yeah, he was busy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lately, it's occurred to me that people take turns in life. Now, you're 97, you know, so you've had the turn that we are all in, the rest of us.
Yeah.
We haven't had your turn yet because it's not our time to have your turn.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's right.
But we're all former babies. We had, you know, everybody has their turn. And then you have your turn to be 5 years old, or you have your turn to be 15. You have your turn to be middle-aged. You know.
And it's always your turn to be busy. That's important. Be busy.
Say more about that.
Well, if you're not busy, you tend to get yourself in trouble. So if you're busy with a hobby or what it might be, stay with it.
That sounds like the rationale behind the puzzle box.
That's partially it. I mean, it's be busy with your mind.
Yeah.
And I've got puzzles all over my house.
And also, the rationale too is that people will get in trouble, right? You bring the puzzles to the classroom because it just keeps people occupied.
Yeah.
It helps keep the room sort of under control.
Yeah.
So how does a 97-year-old man stay so active and with it? People will want to know, like, what's your secret?
Well, I think my good health is probably the most important. I don't suffer from anything. I'm rarely ill.
So that's the secret?
Well, that's part of the secret, because you can keep busy if you're feeling well.
Sure.
And I have an interest in a lot of things, so that's the other side of it.
Be interested.
Yeah. And stay interested.
Some people call that curiosity.
It's a good word.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Maintain curiosity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll find myself often asking, well, how did that work?
And then you'll figure it out.
And try to figure it out. Or maybe not. Or ask somebody. Yeah.
So I feel like I'm sensing a connection between puzzles, working it out, staying busy, and resulting in, like, contentment. I think the word I'm thinking of, like, the type of family you've raised is just content and happy to be with each other, and they're all, like, they want to be surrounded with the comfort and the love, and it seems that you proclaim, like, to stay healthy and happy. You're doing puzzles and involved in all these things, and so that's just my observation. It didn't have a question. I don't know where I was going. I don't know. Do you feel that there's a connection between, like, puzzles and life, or, like?
Well, there's a connection between staying concerned and puzzles, or staying active mentally and puzzles.
Yeah.
I mean, there are puzzles on my table in the living room all the time.
Right.
And if I haven't done one for a while, I said, well, I better do that one again.
See if you can still do it.
No, well.
Ingrid, do you have a favorite puzzle that your grandpa has?
Yes, but I don't really know how to describe it.
Try hard.
It's like when it's together, it's a ball. But when you take it apart, it's just very, very random shapes.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to put them together somehow so that it's a ball again.
What's the material?
It's wood.
My favorite is the Soma Cube. That's the first one I really worked on.
Is that the glass
Little
one?
cube.
So you make puzzles.
Yeah, some. I think they're pretty well made now.
You're done.
I think so,
Yeah.
unless I find another one.
Is there anything else that you feel like you're done?
Not specifically.
I like that. Skydiving is still
No.
Swimming?
Not much.
Not much swimming.
No.
But you would.
I probably would. I don't really like it, especially because it gets my nostrils all loused up.
That's fair.
Right. You kind of pay for it.
Yeah. I've always enjoyed riding my bicycle. I rode my bicycle from Brooklyn Center to the U all summer.
How long of a bike ride is that?
Oh, probably 10 miles. One
Okay,
way.
wow.
One way.
Yeah.
Close to that anyway.
How long would that take you, like duration wise?
I don't know, but I know I would park my bicycle at the building that the first class was in, and the guys who drove in cars came much later because they had to find a parking spot.
Right. You had to be right there.
So you were saving time.
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
Yeah, I never liked it if I had to drive, and maybe if it was rainy, I would drive, but otherwise not. Yeah.
Can you remember a time when you had to be very courageous?
Well, whenever my wife was giving birth, that was always a bit of a traumatic time to make sure everything worked out, and you prayed a lot with 5 kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah. She was a wonder.
Were you ever in financial trouble?
Probably not, because of my wife. she handled the money. I said, I'll bring it in, you handle it.
So you had
and she did a good job.
You had a team relationship.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did.
There's a lot to do in a house. There's laundry and there's maintenance.
I generally didn't mess with laundry, but vacuuming would be one.
Groceries, cooking.
No cooking.
Yard work. Yard work.
Oh, yard work all the time, and of course I still do that. I've got a big backyard, and there are a lot of leaves.
There are.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid in high school, my mom had a Thor washer. Have you ever seen one of those?
No.
Not by name?
Thor, Thor. And it was a big monster. And how did it work again? I'm confusing it with the more modern ones, and I can't think of that now. Yeah.
So did you have to drive your kids to drop them off at school? Did they walk to school?
They walked to school primarily. Yeah.
There's always a
Let's
story
see.
of my dad walking home from school, and that's when he broke his nose.
He ran into a tree?
No.
I did one time.
No, there was a kid, like, I don't remember the whole story. But there was a kid who wanted to fight with him, so he was kind of punching him, but my dad was stronger than him, so he kept kind of throwing him down. But then the kid, he was smaller than my dad, but he kept coming up and still wanted to fight, and my dad would throw him down. And then the kid came back and punched him in the nose.
Oh, really?
And when he went back home, he told you, and you told him not to tell Grandma.
Yeah, probably not.
But he didn't know it was broken until he was in college.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah.
We were playing in the schoolyard one summer night. and we were running around, and I was running, and all of a sudden I felt something was in front of me, and I turned my head and ran into a tree.
Oh.
And that's what broke my nose.
Oh, that's where that came from. Oh, no.
And then what?
That's it.
So then you just sit there? No, you go home?
Yeah, I went home. Yeah. But skating around the same schoolhouse, I fell and cracked my arm. I think I mentioned that before.
Man.
So,
It's not a safe schoolyard.
A dangerous schoolyard.
Yeah.
But it had a beautiful yard. It's curved sidewalk around it, so it was fun to skate there.
Sometimes it's amazing anybody survives childhood.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah.
Where would you go sledding? You must have gone sledding.
Mainly out on the street. Living in a small town, there was hardly any traffic. We did live on the corner of Main and Madison, however, if you remember those. They're generally busy streets in town.
Like in this town?
No.
No.
I was going to say.
No. It was in Hamlet, Indiana. It's
Right.
a small town. And we'd hitch rides on the back of cars.
On your sleds.
On a sled.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's like Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
I love hearing this.
You just like hold on, or was there a rope involved?
No, you
or-
grab the bumper and back and hang on.
Isn't there like exhaust or like?
Oh, there's exhaust back there. Sure.
What?
No, I'm telling you, the older the people you're talking to, the more crazy things they did as children.
The more fun stuff.
Yeah, like legitimately fun.
And probably the more dangerous, yes.
Yeah, well, these things sometimes go hand in hand.
Yeah. I had a paper route that probably took me about 5 miles every day in the afternoon, and I traveled the whole town to deliver papers on that. And that was generally on a bicycle, unless we had a big snow, and then I had to walk it, which was a pain.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Or you could just ride on the back of someone's car.
Right on a sled.
No. So anyhow.
When I was a kid, there were a lot of kids in my neighborhood, and one of the things we would do is get wagons. And there was a hill on the back of our block in the alley. So we would start at the top of the alley, and we'd get in the wagon and just go for it.
Northern Indiana is rather flat, so we didn't have hills.
No hills. And New Ulm's a river town, so it's kind of aims down.
Yeah.
And we would always, there's a street down there, so you have to, like, you're afraid there's a car that's going to run you over. So just as you're picking up speed, you got to like ditch into the grass. You gotta roll over
that
quick.
reminds me of our fire department. Our fire department, the building was up on a hill, so that if the engine wouldn't start, they'd push it out on the slope and get it
pop
started.
the clutch
on
the fire truck.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it went right into a street.
Oh,
So it was sort of dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But we would ride down that and slide down that hill too. So,
the same one they'd pop the clutch on the fire truck.
yeah, as long as the fire engine wasn't working. I remember too, my dad had stoked a lot of wood and paper into the little stove down our basement because the chimney was really getting plugged up with a lot of soot, heavy soot. But unfortunately, some sparks came out the top and landed on wood shingles.
Ooh.
And they started to burn. And so, of course, we called the fire department. And I remember standing out on the street, seeing this old fire truck come around that corner down, practically hitting the trees along the line. But they made it. That's a vivid memory of mine.
Oh my goodness.
So, how does a fire truck work when you're a kid? Is there Like a hose that hooks up to a fire hydrant, or is it like
Either way,
yeah?
they would have water in the tank itself.
Oh, right, like water trucks.
And then they'd hook it up to a hydrant.
Okay,
We had a hydrant very close to our
that's
house.
good.
Yeah.
I had a paper route too growing up, and that's a time to think.
Oh, yeah.
You're out there by yourself day after day. You're just walking.
Yeah. Did you have to collect also?
I did.
I did too.
Yeah.
The thing I dreaded most was going into saloons to collect.
I never had to do that. No, I had all residential.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, what an idea. Like, when you really think about a paper route kid collecting, they're carrying a bag of cash.
Mm-hmm.
So you send a kid to go door to door and demand like, okay, pay up for your newspaper, and then like you're just walking around with a bunch of money.
Yeah. And the worst thing is that people would walk out on you. They'd owe a bill, and then they'd move without paying. And so you had to pay for it.
That was your problem.
What?
That was my problem then. Yeah.
You had to pay if.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Because the newspaper needs their money.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like you work for the mafia.
Yeah.
You know, like they don't care how they get their money.
How well did they pay you?
I can't recall what we got. I imagine we got paid so much per customer.
Right.
And it was a pretty big road. It was all route. It was
Right.
all over town.
All
so.
town.
Do you remember how many papers? I had
At least 100.
Did you have to fold them yourself, like in Leave It to Beaver? Fold them, put them in the little thing.
I would generally fold them because I'd go on my bicycle and throw
Right.
them.
So they drop off the papers as just a bunch of folded papers, and you had to like
No,
wrap them.
they dropped out a bundle of papers, just straight papers, and you'd bring it in and then fold them.
Wow.
And
How long did
Every
that
single
take you?
day.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, you.
Every single day you do that.
Yeah, and Sunday mornings it was morning, so it had to be done before church.
Wow.
So what's the time period between papers get dropped off at your house and you drop off the last paper?
Well, they usually come in the afternoon before I'd be out of school.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then you have to fold them all together, and then.
yeah. Generally, I'd fold them all together, unless I was walking. If I had to walk because of snow, then I'd pull a paper out and fold it as I'd walk.
That makes sense.
Sometimes my dad would help me, and he'd help fold the papers.
Were Sunday papers heavier?
Oh,
Bigger?
yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, my Sunday was always
Yeah, that was a pain.
extra.
Yeah.
And you have black fingers by the time
Oh,
you're done.
yes, you
All
sure.
the ink is
Oh, you
rubbed
betcha.
off in your fingers. You can still smell it.
Yeah. And the worst part of my route was we had a part of town that we called Single Town. And it was just one street on the other side of the golf course and roads only on the south side. So you deliver papers on the south side and have to come all the way back deadheaded, actually. So
And you have to develop your own sort of strategy for your route.
oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
figure out like
Oh, yeah.
how you're going to weave
Yeah.
through all of this.
And at one store, there was a big Great Dane. He was a very friendly Great Dane. And the paper boy who had the route before me would take him on his paper route, and he'd gallop behind him.
What?
But unfortunately, what happened when I got the route, he wanted to do that too.
Right.
And he could just touch me and I'd fall over. But
Yeah, this creature is bigger than most humans.
but he was fun, but he was a good dog.
Yeah.
He was always fun. But my mom could tell where I was in town by the dogs barking.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
It's like sonar. Like she can hear your presence.
And there was one, across the tracks, there was one house that I had to deliver to. Okay, here's the tracks. There was a house here, and this was the house I had to deliver to. This house had a dog chained up. and you knew he was mean. So one time, and generally I'd switch my paper bag to the side that he was on, just in case.
Yeah.
And one time he did break loose, and he grabbed the paper bag, and I pulled it loose, but I went right to the constable in town, the lawman, and he came and got rid of that dog because there was a hole in my paper bag, and so
Right. Like
Oh
it
my
proved
goodness.
It was vicious.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, I got bit by dachshunds.
Well, that's better than a Great Dane.
Yeah, right. Right. His name was Shetzy. Shetzy.
Yeah.
On the same block. Like, they might have been neighbors or just like 2 doors down from each other. There was one lady that I had to collect from that had this mean wiener dog.
Okay.
So I'm trying to watch Wheel of Fortune while she goes to get her checkbook, and this dog is just letting me. He's just barking. And as soon as I turn to leave, I get it in the back of my leg.
Oh.
This dog is just mean.
Yeah.
But on the same block, there's a really old lady with 2 of them. And she's walking them. Like, I'm out on the road, and she's walking them, these 2 wiener dogs, and they're just like wiggling around on the ground, you know, they're like little gummy worms. And they're just barking.
Did they bite you too?
They wanted to, but she wasn't. I didn't collect from her.
Okay.
I don't know if she was even on the route, but like we were always out at the same time.
I never got bit.
Yeah,
That's
but
good.
you got close with that mean dog.
Oh,
that
yeah.
bit your bag.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was close. The big Great Dane, he would just gallop behind me, and he was okay.
Probably protect you.
Yeah, he was a good dog.
Yeah. Well, it's
I
like
was
the little ones have to make up for it.
I'm never afraid of dogs, and I'm still not afraid of dogs. Usually, I'll stare them down. If I'm walking and a dog comes out, and I'll stop and I'll just stare him down. They usually
Yeah.
don't like that.
Tell them you're the crown of God's creation.
Yeah. So anyhow, fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's a long time ago. Goodness sakes!
Yeah.
Wow.
So are you like 10 years old doing that? Ballpark?
Let's see, 5th grade.
Yeah,
No, I probably didn't start reading until about 7th grade, having a paper route.
You ever try to do paintings?
Art wise,
Yeah.
no, I'm
No?
not good at that.
Well, I'll likely disagree with you. It's my job to disagree with you. Just bringing it up. I thought about, you posed for painting class.
Yeah, I have that painting in my foyer.
A couple of years ago, you
Yeah.
came and sat for paintings.
Yeah, I was reading a Reader's Digest.
Yeah, it's pretty easy duty.
Yeah, it was
Sit and
easy
read.
duty, yes.
Yeah, and then people stare at you.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. It was fun.
Well, maybe we'll have you back.
I'd have to see the difference between that age and this age.
Yeah, right. Could be a document.
So anyhow, yeah.
Well, Ingrid's in a show coming up. I've got tickets for Little Women.
Yeah.
Carl, have you seen Little Women?
I've seen it.
You've seen it.
Yes, it's good.
Yeah. So Bethany has become part of your life.
Yes, indeed. Well, a long time ago, because our oldest daughter went to Bethany.
Okay. So
And she's 70, what,
Oh,
3?
70. 74.
Yeah, 73 or 34. So,
Yeah.
your oldest daughter is 74.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
it is.
That is crazy, actually. I didn't even realize
Yeah,
she was.
like think that through. That's amazing.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And she looks super young, too.
Well, we have a rather long-lived family. On my mother's side, I had an uncle who lived to 105. So who knows?
still got like
Maybe
70
I'll make
years
it.
in you.
I hope I don't, but I'm ready anytime.
Well, I'm digging here for some Bethany memories from you. You've seen some change. You've seen things at different eras, and I just have to express that your son Pete has been a really influential guy for me. He's really shaped the way that I teach and the way that I work with students.
I think he has for many people. First of all, he's just such a nice guy, and he portrays that.
That's a good foundation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not everything.
Yeah.
But do you have thoughts or feelings about Bethany as a place?
Well, we insisted that Shar, our oldest, went to Bethany. How did that work? There was a pastor who stopped through and told us about Bethany just before Shar graduated from high school.
You were in the Twin Cities?
No, we were in Brooklyn Center.
Brooklyn Center, okay.
Northwest suburb. And so we thought, well, we better check that place out. And we liked it immediately. And so Shar went there, and everybody, all the rest of the kids did too.
Yeah. 2-year school?
It started to be a 2-year school. Let's see, it must have been a 2-year for Shar.
I think it would have been all the way through Pete too.
When did it become a 4-year?
90s, 2000.
2000-ish.
So.
About 2000. Yeah, way beyond Pete. Pete had already been teaching here when it became a 4-year school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he didn't have a 4-year school?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh. No. So
no,
Pete,
he went to he went to Gustavus.
Yes, he did.
To finish.
Right. That's
Mm-hmm.
right. That's right.
Yeah, so Pete was my teacher, and I was here for a 2-year school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, the school I went to, Concordia Teachers College, was a 4-year. No. It's a good thing it was.
So Shar came and visited, and you just felt something like all 5 of your kids went here. Why?
It was a good Christian school, and you couldn't.
There are other good Christian schools.
Yeah, we're hard to find.
Yeah.
So.
Well, how do you know?
Well, we knew Bethany was fine, so why not?
But how did you know that
what?
Bethany was fine? What tells you that?
Well, first of all, it was recommended by this pastor, and he should have known. That helped. And it seemed to work out well for all the kids. Yep.
You just wonder, because people shop around. They're trying to figure out, what do you do? It's kind of like, figuring out what's your career going to be. Mm-hmm. It's a big choice.
Yep.
It's kind of like a puzzle.
Girl, look at you. Well, okay, Claire, why? Why did you come here?
Okay, so I went to a youth rally this summer between my junior and senior year of high school, and I attended one of the lectures that I went to was by a lady who was a Bethany Psych grad, and I was blown away. I was like, holy cow, this is what I have to do. And I get here, and it's the only school I really fully applied to, and I got in, and I was like, I don't need to apply anywhere else. It just kind of worked. And so I got here, and lo and behold, I find out that the woman who was the reason I came is Bill Bukowski's daughter, who's one of Jason's mentors, which is this huge, weird, Jenna Lundgren. She's the reason I say she's the reason I'm here, but then obviously the people are the reason you stay. But you come for your tour and you see this place and you're like, whoa, this is different, and you know that it's different. And
how?
I called it the Bethany effect, Jason. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think
I hear people
how.
talk this way, and I talk this way, but I keep trying to figure out what is it? What's going on?
It's how the kids act.
There you go.
Partially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it was so Lydia Kratz obviously was already here. A good friend of mine, Nora, was considering coming here. So when I came, I was already friends with Lydia, and she had introduced us to Maida and Joey and Ari and all of them. And the tour day, we had lunch period, and they were in the cafe the same time as us, like me and my mom. And we sat at the table with them, and like they just, I don't know, you're like part of their experience, and they're so willing to like, of course you should be here type of mentality. Like when people who are already in the thick of it are telling you like this is a place you should be, that's kind of telling. Like,
Yeah. They're not telling you anything negative.
Right, exactly. And just,
That's pretty good.
yeah.
Well, that same thing happened to me. One of my older daughters went to CTC, Concordia Teachers College, and liked it. And so that's where I went also.
Your older sister?
Oh.
Your
older sister.
Older sister? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She was a top-notch teacher.
Mm-hmm. A lot of teachers with the Bloedel name, huh?
Yeah.
Ingrid, you practically grew up at Bethany,
Yeah.
as long as you can remember.
Yeah.
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 That's all you know.
It is. So
It's
then
like
when
your playground, you just hear
my
all the
whole
time.
life, I kind of just knew I was going to come here. Didn't really need to go through that struggle of trying to find a college because I already knew my whole life that I was going to come here.
Yeah.
Did that ever scare you?
No.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
I like to tell a story about Pete. I was a teacher, or no, I was a student. I was a student here, working in the painting studio.
Okay. I know where that is.
Yeah, that's the same place you posed, the same place we painted you. So in the, late 90s, it would have been 96 or 97, I was at work, at my easel, working on something. I was always in there working on something. I suppose it would have been my sophomore year.
Where were you?
In the painting studio.
In the painting studio. Okay.
Yeah. And I hear like yelling. And then Pete bursts through the door of this room and he says, "I'm a dad!"
What?
I love being a dad!
What? He said what?
I love being a dad!
Oh!
We had a baby! And then he's, by the time I recognize what's going on, he's gone, right? But I still hear him yelling down the hall,
I've never heard that before.
He had to go to his office or something quick, but then he's getting back to the hospital because there's a baby!
Which baby was it?
Hans.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
That's the day Hans was born.
Yeah. Wow.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, no, I haven't either. So that's
so
fun.
funny.
That's fun.
So now I have people who remember me.
Doing the same thing.
Yes, because I was teaching at MVL, and my daughter was born, and I was so excited.
Sure.
I jumped up on the countertop. Standing jump from the floor. I just jumped right up on the countertop. Ah!
Oh, really? Oh, that's neat.
So good.
Yeah. I told you he was influential.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah. And the other flex that I have is that Ingrid is my goddaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's my flex that you're my
Wow.
godparent.
Right. And, it's interesting how life works because, so Jenny and I are your godparents, but also Jenna and David Thompson.
Yeah.
And now Jenna and I work together, and it's just interesting how God weaves people in and out of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different
That's great.
times.
That's great. That's great. Okay.
Pretty much.
You think?
Yeah.
You think? Anybody have any last thoughts? things that you want our readers, our listeners to think about?
Well, the biggest thing is, of course, is stay with the Word. If you don't stay with the Word, you lose it. No matter what problems come into your life, when you pray about it, it gets solved. It may not get solved the way you think it ought to be solved, but it's solved according to the Lord's wishes. And accept that. Because everything in this world sure doesn't work right. It's a sad place, actually.
Well, Carl, I thank you for coming out, for being with us tonight.
Well, I was wondering what this was going to be about.
So was I. So was I. It's always a delight for me to be a spectator at this show.
That's good.
You know, we just watch it emerge, watch it unfold.
And it's been good for me too, because sometimes you just put memories in the back of your mind and they never come up again. And this has brought a few nice memories.
Yeah,
It's good.
That
it's
paper
fun to
route.
hear 'em.
The paper route, yeah. and the Great Dane.
That Great Dane was a good dog.
He was.
What a good dog.
I can still see the street that I'm riding down with this big Great Dane galloping behind.
That is so
I think I could go to Hamlet and find that street. Right on.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
With that, we're going to sign off.
All right.
Thanks for joining us on Whistle the Feast.
Thank you.
You made it! That's the end of this episode of Whistle the Feast. It was so nice to have you join the table. Whistle the Feast would definitely not be possible without all of the brilliant and delightful people and spaces at Bethany Lutheran College. Head on over to blc.edu to learn more about the college or schedule a visit. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any thoughts, questions, or feedback. We always love hearing from our community. You can send feedback directly about the show to feastreaders@gmail.com. A huge shout out to the wonderful people who stretch beyond this campus for sharing their thoughts with us, and our producer, Jaksyn Graham, for orchestrating the numerous edits. And with that, I'm Claire Marcus, alongside Jason Jaspersen, and we want to thank you for tuning in to this episode of Whistle the Feast. See you soon!
Get curious, be of good service, and discover what God has given you.